like women, are natural nurturers, and South African landscape designers, who so often take top honours at London's Chelsea Flower Show, also invest their talents back home. This, of course, grows the local industry, who every year get to really show off at the magical Garden World Spring Festival.
Being held at Muldersdrift, the festival features 16 different landscapes, headlined by the exhibit In Harmony with Nature. Conceived by David Davison, this display depicts our unique forest, grassland and fynbos, and won a silver gilt medal for South Africa.
How do you transport all of this to Chelsea?
That is the biggest challenge, the logistics, and they really are quite difficult and, of course, also very costly. But fortunately, our flora performs very well. This particular group of plants, the proteas from the Cape, are very long-lasting because our whole exhibit is actually created from cut flower material. No live plants are exported. It's not permissible. But we take good care of them. Everything flies to England. We give them a good drink when we get there, and they're looked after for the 5 days of the show. And it stands up beautifully.
A highlight of this exhibit is the floral portrait of Nelson Mandela.
Derived from the same fynbos flora from the proteas, when the flowers die, they leave a beautiful little flower base or rosette. And using 2,400 of those, we created a beautiful floral portrait of Madiba, which we added onto the corner of the exhibit to pay honour to him.
I think it's a special way to honour him.
British landscape designer Tim Hines moved to South Africa 4 years ago. His garden takes the restrictions of living inside a walled community and makes the most of it.
Tim, what's the whole idea behind Room with the View?
Room with a View bases its rationale and its design concept on the fact that a lot of people live in these secure estates. They inherit a relatively small garden space, or a space in which to create a garden once the house has been built. And my whole concept is to say, well, you don't have to be limited by that. That space can become a garden, but not in the conventional sense. Maybe treat it as an extension to your indoor living space. Bring the inside out. And the strong lines, the clean lines, the architectural lines, they link and unify the house with the space.
Sunita Young's scatterings of low-maintenance prairie-style perennials and grasses are easy to recreate.
Dancing with nature, what's the whole concept?
The whole concept is about frost-hardy plants, because such a big section in South Africa suffers severe frost in winter time.
You try to group colours together?
That's correct, yes. I looked at Mother Nature and I've copied what I saw in nature. In this side here, to add more interest in your garden, we moved from this mass planting of similar colours to a beautiful colour splash of a mishmash of colours together in this section, really giving a surprise around every corner as you meander through your garden.
What's beautiful is that you've got these little pops of grass all over, whereas back in the day people used to uproot that, but now people put it in their garden.
Absolutely. Grass is becoming such a fashionable element to use in landscaping. And in South Africa we have such beautiful grasses that we're just not utilising to its full. Grasses are wonderful for bringing nature into your garden. The birds absolutely love it. And it just gives a soft, whimsical feeling to your garden.
A healthy living herb garden can be grown almost anywhere, so says horticulturalist JJ van Rensburg.
So for someone that doesn't have a garden as big as this, how can they have their own little herb garden?
It's no problem whatsoever. You can fit a herb garden into any size. What we're going to do, we're going to plant up this hanging basket, but we need good soil.
A cocoa peat mix is an excellent medium to retain moisture for healthy growth.
Now the drip tray is also to retain moisture, so you're placing it inside the basket. So the excess water would run down, but it will hold a lot of water in the tray, so that will water the plant from the base upwards. Grab one of those strawberries for us. Okay, all that you do, press it on the side just to loosen the root system a little bit. Flip it over, hold your hand there just to secure it. A nice and beautiful, strong root system that you can see here. Look at that, how all the roots are developed very well around the outside here.
Okay.
And now we will take it and we will place it in the basket.
As an attractive ground cover between the strawberries, this penny royal is also a natural insect repellent.
And what other herbs can you do the same thing with?
You can do a lot. You can use your thyme, you can use your mint, you can use just about anything. Herbs does very well in hanging baskets, and you'll have fresh herbs throughout the year.
With its functioning eco-filtered pool and an outdoor shower using stored rainwater, Grant Gove's garden encourages city slickers to become one with nature.
What was the toughest part about building this stand?
The toughest part of doing a stand like this, I think, is making sure that the ideas on paper are realized in reality. and that the flow works. And obviously constructing it, time frames are tight. We spent a lot of late nights working. Yeah, so that was definitely one of the challenges.
And eat, grow, live? What's the whole idea behind that?
We wanted to actually showcase that in an urban environment, you can still have a garden where you can actually grow your own vegetables and herbs and fruits and things, and you can actually prepare them in an outdoor kitchen that we have here. And you become a lot more sort of green in the way you think and minimizing your carbon footprint.
Upstairs, Jane Griffiths was showing that creating a delicious meal direct from the garden isn't just theory.
What you're busy with here? There was edible gardening Grant was telling me about.
Well, here I have an urban box. These are made from recycled pallets, shipping pallets.
Oh, you like recycling?
Absolutely. In this small space, you can grow enough salads, vegetables to feed your family year round. I've got a combination of both herbs. Here we've got a mint. I'm going to be putting a parsley in over here. We've also got flowers as well. So you don't have to just have your vegetables. You can also have a beautiful garden as well. And by combining flowers and herbs, you invite all the insects to come in, because in a natural environment, you want the insects, the bees, the butterflies, the pollinators, and that's what the whole thing about an organic garden is. You're inviting Mother Nature to come in and do what she does best.
On show until the end of August, these landscapes are giving a new meaning to the theme for the love of nature. And a host of first-time visitors are becoming garden lovers overnight.
Planting the seeds of our freedom, the formidable women who marched against the pass laws almost 60 years ago are now our grandmothers.